Hello viewers, it's Victor Olumayowa Ogunsola again. I'm here again today to talk on a topic on business management. Firstly, I'd like to apologize because it's been a while since I put a video on YouTube. I've been so busy with my research work and all of that, but I just thought I'd just put a very important topic that can help businesses, especially perhaps small businesses, to move to progress in their business. So what topic am I talking about today? Today I am talking about competitive advantage. In this particular video, I'll be talking about the meaning of competitive advantage by defining what we mean by competitive advantage, and then I'll go on to tell us about different strategies that we can use to gain competitive advantage. These strategies are actually proposed by Michael Porter. Michael Porter is the guru for competitive advantage. I'll then go on to talk about some other strategies which I discovered, and then I'll be able to clarify the differences between competitive advantage and comparative advantage. Thank you, and please enjoy. So again, what is competitive advantage? So we're talking about competitive advantage. By definition, we say competitive advantage is simply the edge one organization has over its competitors or rivals in the industry. So we've got organization, industry, for example, fast food industry. So you've got McDonald's, you've got Burger King, you've got KFC, and you've got so many other fast food restaurants all around. So if organization, for example, McDonald's is doing so well in the industry, more than any other fast food, then it will be said that McDonald's has got an edge over every other fast food restaurant, and therefore McDonald's has got competitive advantage. Also, when we talk about competitive advantage, it means that particular organization has the largest share in the market. Also, when we talk about competitive advantage, the question we should ask ourselves is, what are you best at? So what is it that your company is very good at doing? And this is the particular reason why customers have been patronizing you. This is the reason why customers are not going to other organizations, but customers always come to you. So this is your competitive advantage. Organizations should find out their strengths and capitalize on what they are good at doing. So this is what competitive advantage is. Again, competitive advantage is simply the edge an organization has over its competitors or rivals in the industry. Now I'll be moving on to talk about the strategies for achieving competitive advantage. These strategies were proposed by the competitive advantage guru, Michael Porter. He gave 4 different strategies to achieve competitive advantage, and then the first strategy is cost leadership. Cost leadership. So you as an organization can use cost leadership to gain competitive advantage. And this, we are saying that you offer the lowest cost in your industry. So your organization wants to gain more customers, wants to steal the customers from every other organization by simply offering the lowest cost in the industry. So people say, we are going to go to that particular organization because we get what we want at a very fair price. That is cost leadership. The second strategy for competitive advantage by Michael Porter is the concept known as differentiation. Differentiation by Michael Porter. For differentiation, we are talking about an organization who aims to be different from every other organization. Here, the organization puts itself in a position to identify the customer needs, to anticipate on the customer needs, and actually satisfy the needs of the customers. So you are actually making sure that you are exceeding customer expectations, and this is the differentiation strategy. We have the third strategy, which is cost focus. Cost focus. Cost focus is a very interesting strategy to gain competitive advantage. Also, you are aiming to give the lowest cost in the industry, but on specific products. So, for example, we say a retail clothing shop, say maybe TK Maxx, retail clothing shop. And then we will say, if for scarves, maybe for winter scarves, TK Maxx offers the lowest price on that particular product. So everybody knows that you want the quality scarves at the lowest prices, please go to TK Maxx. And this is a very good strategy because organizations use this to get customers into their shop. Because once you get into TK Maxx to get your scarf, you're not getting a scarf only. You're going to get your gloves, you're going to get maybe a winter jacket as well. So this is a good strategy, but you are not offering the lowest cost in the entire products that you have, but you are offering the lowest cost on a particular product. The last strategy by Michael Porter is the differentiation focus. Differentiation focus. Pardon me, I haven't spelled differentiation right there. Differentiation focus we're talking about. And this simply means that you're offering premium services. You're offering services or products that you cannot find elsewhere. So everybody say, to get the unique scarves, please go to TK Maxx. To get a unique kind of product or unique kind of service or unique experience, you have to patronize that organization. So again, 4 strategies by Michael Porter: cost leadership, differentiation, cost focus, and differentiation focus. Organizations, business organizations, irrespective of their sizes, can use these 4 strategies to gain competitive advantage. Also, there are more strategies which I discovered that organizations can use to gain competitive advantage, and there's 3 of them. The first one there is organizations can decide to focus on their processes. So we've got processes, we've got products, and then we've got customers. So business organizations can decide to use either their processes or either their products or either their customers to gain competitive advantages. If an organization decides to use the processes, this means they would focus on making their process non-complex, very transparent, and therefore they can have operational excellence. Operational excellence, and that means organizations can use their processes to acquire operational excellence and get more customers and therefore get competitive advantage. Also, we go to the next strategy, which is products, offering premium customized services, premium customized products, and then organizations can use these to gain competitive advantage, and this concept is called product leadership. So product leadership. And through this product leadership, organizations can gain competitive advantage. Some other organizations will decide to focus on their customers. These are the organizations who offer exceptional customer services, who offer great after-sales services, and these organizations, through this, acquire what we call customer intimacy. Customer intimacy, and through this, they can achieve competitive advantage. So these are other strategies. Also use their customers to gain competitive advantage. This way, organizations will be engaging themselves in a concept like CRM, which is customer relationship management. Also, these organizations will be looking to render exceptional customer service, and therefore they can have what we call customer intimacy. And this means organizations can use customer intimacy to achieve some competitive advantage. Customers will say, I want to patronize that organization because with them I always have a quality experience. I always feel delighted, because these days I always emphasize customers don't just have to be satisfied, we must ensure that our customers are delighted. Now, I talked on another concept now which I think organizations, sorry about that. I talked on another concept now that I think organizations can use to gain competitive advantage, and this is something I came up with. First of all, I think if organizations will get the quality data. So what kind of data do you have? We have primary data, we have secondary data. What kind of data have you acquired? If it's quality data, obviously it's going to lead to quality information. Once this data is processed, it's going to lead to quality information. And when we have the right information, when we have quality information, we have knowledge, we have quality knowledge of the particular matter at stake or problem at stake, and therefore we can make effective decisions. Once we make the right decisions, organizations are on their way to making some profit. The more profit you make, the more competitive advantage you get. So I'll run that again. Organizations can have their data. If it's quality data, it obviously leads to quality information. Quality information obviously leads to quality knowledge. Quality knowledge leads to effective decision-making process. Effective decision-making process, making the right decisions within your organization, definitely going to lead to profit. The more profit you make, the more market share you have in the industry, and that leads to competitive advantage. So we're going to something that I think a lot of people find confusing now. I teach in business classes, and I see that students are always confused with competitive advantage and comparative advantage. Let's be clear again. Competitive advantage is the edge you have over your competitors. This means this is something you can control. In your organization, you can decide, oh, we're going to use our processes to gain competitive advantage, or we're going to use our prices, or we're going to use some exceptional customer service, or we're going to be the cost leader in the industry. Organizations can control all these elements. But when we talk about comparative advantage, these are things that is not within the reach of the organization, which means the organization cannot control these elements. For example, if it's summertime, I want to believe that an organization, perhaps a bed and breakfast, will have loads of customers because summertime people are traveling and going for vacation. So the comparative advantage there would be it's sunny, it's summertime. That organization did not control or did not have any control over the weather, but they are having some advantage because it's summertime, and as a bed and breakfast, business is getting busy for them. So I think we've clearly explained what we mean by competitive advantage. So now, just to recap, we're going to look at a kind of summary. Competitive advantage, what should come to your mind? The edge. That means an organization has an edge over the competitors in the industry. What should come to your mind? Competitive advantage is, what is our organization good at doing? So we need to keep doing this. This is the thing that is making customers patronize us. We need to keep doing it so that we are different and we have an edge over our rivals in the industry. Competitive advantage, how do we achieve this? Michael Porter suggested 4 strategies, and we explained in this video. Cost leadership, you can rewind the video to understand more on what we mean by cost leadership. We explained cost focus, differentiation, and differentiation focus. Lastly, we also looked at some more strategies where we said organizations can use their processes to gain competitive advantage, and in this case we are talking of operational excellence. We also said organizations can use their products to gain competitive advantage, or they're offering some kind of premium services, and we talked of that organization will be the product leader. And finally, we talked about organizations can focus on customers and offer some exceptional customer services, thereby having some kind of customer intimacy to achieve competitive advantage. So that's it. We hope that you have enjoyed our short session on competitive advantage, which is very compulsory for every business organization. Thank you. We appreciate that you have seen this video today. Would like to have some feedback. It's always welcome to give feedback. If you like this video, you can give it a thumbs up on YouTube, and please share with your friends. Every kind of feedback will be welcome because we're looking to do it in the right way for our viewers. Thank you very much. Just before I say my final goodbyes, again, I'd like to remind you about the online movement that we have going on, something different from business, which is called Africa Must Develop. So if you have a passion to see Africa united or to see a developed Africa, please like us on Facebook. The page is Africa Must Develop AMD, or we've got a blog which is Africa AMD Now, www.amdnow.blogspot.com, and we are also on Twitter as @AMDNow. Thank you very much. We hope you enjoyed this video. Very soon we're going to come up with another interesting topic in the field of business management. Thank you. We're waiting for your feedback. Thank you. Bye.